A head of business channel in a large bank recently said to me that he felt they were an IT shop that happened to do banking. And that demonstrates the frustration that bankers feel about IT can act as a constraint rather than an enabler. The cloud starts to allow them to buy IT as a service and react much more quickly, whether they're buying the platform as a service, the infrastructure as a service, the software as a service. It allows them to innovate much more quickly. Cost is obviously a key driver for financial services right now. They're still recovering from the crisis. They're still looking at getting their shareholders happy again. And looking at innovative ways of how they can drive costs down is a key thing. Already some are looking beyond the safety of their old data centres and starting to look at what actually can we put into a public cloud. Others are being more innovative, looking at we want to keep this private, but actually by building a private cloud environment, we can also sell that as a service internally and control our costs better. Security is the biggest single hurdle to financial services organisations using the cloud. They're concerned about control of their data, about the governance, risk and compliance. A good example for me that came up recently at a CIO dinner was that somebody asked if people used Iron Mountain for their documentation, and all of them did. And they were quite open to the idea of handing over paper documents to an organisation to store them safely and then be able to retrieve them without ever knowing where they were stored or how they were stored. The cloud is another step for them in that thinking, that if they can be sure that their data is safe, they'll happily use it. Those that have thought ahead in this area have realised that a modern cloud infrastructure that's well designed could actually be equally, if not more secure than some of their existing data centres, as it adds extra security features. For me, the cloud at the moment is like the early days of social networking. Everybody saw it was a good idea, it had potential, but didn't know where it would lead. With the cloud, you can see that as businesses and IT departments understand its potential, that they could lead in lots of different areas. It's interesting to see that the economic modelling that we've looked at here is pointing to the cost savings that could be put into new innovation and into new business ideas and generate new jobs, and that's very exciting.